Behind the dazzling world of Chinese entertainment, which is always filled with sweet, dramatic, and shocking stories, lies an emotional side that is rarely seen by the public. One of those hidden stories belongs to Xu Lisha, a woman who once shared a special bond with Kai, the popular actor now in the spotlight due to news of his upcoming marriage to the talented actress Tan Songyun. This happy announcement, however, left a deep wound in Xu Lisha's heart, as it was reported that she broke down in tears inside her room upon hearing it. Kai and Tan Songyun had long been rumored to share a special relationship. The two were often seen together, whether on set or in their personal lives. At first, many fans speculated that their closeness was merely promotional, yet over time, the evidence of their bond became undeniable. And finally, the big news came: the two would soon tie the knot. Yet behind this joy was another story that surprised many. Xu Lisha, who was once linked to Kai in the past, could not hold back her tears when she learned of the engagement. According to a close source, she chose to lock herself in her room, letting her tears flow endlessly. She was trapped in a storm of emotions, torn between happiness for someone who once meant so much to her and grief over the reality that she would not be the one standing beside him on his wedding day. Xu Lisha had once been rumored to be close to Kai before Tan Songyun entered his life. Although their relationship was never publicly confirmed, fans and the media had spotted glimpses of their moments together. Many believed their relationship ended due to the pressures and demands of the entertainment industry, while others speculated that Kai simply wasn't ready to commit at the time. Now, with the news of Kai and Tan Songyun's wedding dominating headlines, all of those memories resurfaced in Xu Lisha's heart. For any woman, seeing someone who once shared her life choose to marry another is never easy, especially when their own story ended without closure. Her tears inside her room reflect the depth of her pain. Xu Lisha wasn't just mourning the loss of a person she once held dear, she was mourning the finality of it all. A wedding symbolizes permanence, and for her, it meant the absolute end of any lingering hope. Yet many praised Xu Lisha for her decision to stay silent publicly. In an industry filled with scandals and drama, her choice not to speak out was seen as wise. She didn't want to create controversy or steal the spotlight from someone else's joy. But behind the closed doors of her room, her tears revealed the truth. She was still a human being, vulnerable and wounded. Meanwhile, the wedding news of Kai and Tan Songyun exploded across the media. Their fans flooded social media with congratulations, fan edits of wedding photos, and prayers for their happiness. The media buzzed about the smallest details of the wedding, from the venue to the guest list, and even the bridal gown Tan Songyun would wear. In the midst of this euphoria, Xu Lisha's story seemed like a forgotten shadow. Yet ironically, her untold story added emotional weight to the narrative of Kai and Tan Songyun's love. It reminded the public that behind every joyous union, there could be another heart silently breaking. Xu Lisha had always been known as an independent and resilient woman. Her career in entertainment remained steady. But no matter how strong she appeared in public, her private life carried invisible scars. To smile for the cameras while her heart crumbled inside was the harsh reality of being in the spotlight. That night in her room, as she cried alone, Xu Lisha showed the fragile side few had ever witnessed. Imagine a woman who once belonged to Kai's story, now forced to watch him begin a new chapter with someone else. It was a wound words could hardly describe. Fans began to speculate about her true feelings. Some expressed sympathy, others blamed fate, while a few criticized Kai for not treating her with enough sincerity. But ultimately, only those directly involved knew the real truth. Despite the heartbreak, many believed Xu Lisha would rise again. She had her family, friends, and loyal fans to support her through this storm. Time would heal, even if the scar remained forever etched in her heart. Love stories that end without resolution always leave the deepest pain. Xu Lisha had to accept that her story with Kai was part of the past, while his future was now intertwined with Tan Songyun's. In her tears, perhaps there was also a silent prayer for Kai's happiness, even if it wasn't with her. On the other side, Kai's courage to take this step forward with Tan Songyun was admired by many. In the world of Chinese entertainment, celebrities are often pressured to maintain an image of availability, yet he followed his heart. To marry at the peak of his career was a bold move rarely seen among stars. For Tan Songyun, this marriage wasn't just personal happiness. She was about to become the wife of one of China's most popular actors, and her life would be scrutinized even more closely. Yet the overwhelming support from fans showed that many were ready to celebrate their union. As for Xu Lisha, although she wept behind closed doors, perhaps there was a small sense of relief within her heart. With this wedding news, she no longer had to live in uncertainty. She knew the chapter with Xu Kai was truly over, giving her the chance to eventually write a new one. But before a new beginning, the tears had to flow. Crying was her heart's way of being honest, a necessary release of all the pain she had carried for so long. And maybe once the tears dried, she would find her strength again. This story reminds us that every public celebration often hides unseen emotions. Every major life decision brings joy to some, but sorrow to others. Xu Lisha was not the only one who had ever felt such heartbreak, but her status as a public figure made her story more visible. And now, the world could see that even celebrities are human, capable of deep love and deep hurt. Time would reveal how Xu Lisha rebuilt her life. Many fans believed she would return stronger, both in her career and her personal life. Perhaps someday, she too would find her own true happiness with someone meant just for her. Amid the joyful anticipation of Xu Kai and Tan Songyun's wedding, Xu Lisha's tears in her room served as a poignant reminder that love always has two sides, bliss and sorrow. Yet in the end, everyone deserves their version of a happy ending. And now the world could only wait. Wait for the grand wedding of Xu Kai and Tan Songyun, and also wait for the moment when Xu Lisha would rise from her heartbreak. Because though she cried today, one day she would surely smile again.